If you're watching this before your knee replacement, you're probably wondering what recovery is really going to be like. Not the version in the hospital leaflet, but the honest version. And if you're watching this after your surgery, you may already be discovering that recovery is harder, stranger, and more demanding than anyone quite prepared you for. The swelling that doesn't seem to go down, the tightness behind the knee that nobody mentioned, the day 3 or 4 that feels worse than day 1, the fear that something has gone wrong when it almost certainly hasn't. Knee replacement is one of the most successful surgical procedures performed, with high satisfaction rates among patients who've had time to fully recover. But the gap between surgery and full recovery is longer and more nuanced than most people expect going in. And being informed about what's normal, what's not, and what you can actively do to help yourself through each stage makes a significant difference to how well and how quickly you recover. Today I'm going to cover the 4 phases of knee replacement recovery, what's happening in your body at each stage, what the research says actually helps, and the exercises most commonly recommended by physiotherapists for each phase. This is the honest, practical guide that too many people don't receive until they're already in the middle of recovery, wondering why nobody told them. In a total knee replacement, the damaged cartilage surfaces at the end of the thigh bone and the top of the shin bone are removed and replaced with metal and plastic components. The undersurface of the kneecap is often resurfaced too. What isn't replaced, and this matters, are the muscles, tendons, and soft tissue around the knee. Those are stretched, moved aside, and disturbed during the procedure, and they need time to heal, strengthen, and adapt to the new joint mechanics. This is the single most important thing to understand about knee replacement recovery. The new joint is almost immediately functional. The surrounding tissue is not. Recovery is not about the implant. It's about rehabilitating everything around it. The implant gives you a new surface. Exercise gives you a working knee. Recovery from knee replacement is generally described in 4 phases. The timelines are approximate. Everyone's recovery differs depending on age, fitness going in, the specific procedure, and individual healing rate. Phase 1, acute recovery, days 1 to 14. The first 2 weeks are about managing pain and swelling, beginning gentle movement, and achieving the early range of motion targets your surgical team will set. Most people are encouraged to stand and take a few steps on the day of surgery or the day after. Early movement reduces the risk of blood clots, prevents scar tissue from tightening prematurely, and begins the essential process of retraining the muscles. In this phase, you will have more pain and swelling than you expect. The knee will feel hot, tight, and unfamiliar. This is normal. Ice, 15 to 20 minutes every 2 to 3 hours, is one of the most effective tools for managing swelling. Elevating the leg above heart level when resting is equally important. The target by end of week 2 is typically 90 degrees of knee bend, enough to sit in a standard chair comfortably. Phase 2, early rehabilitation, weeks 2 to 6. Pain and swelling begin to reduce noticeably, and physiotherapy exercises become more important. Range of motion continues to improve, and the focus shifts to rebuilding quadriceps strength. Scar tissue formation is active during this phase, which is why maintaining and progressing range of motion exercises is critical. Scar tissue that forms while the knee is held in limited flexion will restrict movement permanently if not addressed. The window for improving range of motion is not unlimited, and consistent effort in weeks 2 to 6 has a disproportionate impact on long-term outcome. Phase 3, strengthening, weeks 6 to 12. By 6 weeks, most people are walking with more confidence, driving again if the right knee was replaced, and returning to many daily activities. Swelling may still be present at 6 weeks. This is normal. Full resolution of swelling can take 3 to 6 months. Phase 4, full recovery, months 3 to 12. The implant is functioning well, daily activities are largely manageable, but strength, proprioception, and full confidence in the knee continue to develop for up to a full year after surgery. Most people report that their knee continues to feel noticeably better at 6 months than at 3, and better again at 12 months than at 6. Now, the exercises, the ones most commonly prescribed by physiotherapists across each recovery phase, these are not a substitute for your own physiotherapy program. Follow your surgical team's guidance above all else. Phase 1 exercises, days 1 to 14. Ankle pumps. Lying on your back, simply flex and point your foot, pulling your toes toward you, then pushing them away. 10 to 20 repetitions every hour you're awake. This activates the calf muscles, reducing the risk of deep vein thrombosis. This is the single most important exercise in the first days after surgery. Quad sets. Lying on your back with your legs straight, tighten the thigh muscle. Press the back of your knee gently toward the bed. Hold for 5 seconds. Relax. 10 repetitions. This reactivates the quadriceps, which switch off rapidly after knee surgery due to pain inhibition. Heel slides. Lying on your back, slowly slide your heel toward your body, bending the knee as far as is comfortable. Slide it back. 10 repetitions. This is the primary range of motion exercise in Phase 1. Phase 2 exercises. Weeks 2 to 6. Seated knee flexion. Sitting in a chair, slide your foot back along the floor, bending the knee as far as it will go. Use the other foot to gently assist it further if needed. Hold 5 seconds. 10 repetitions. Short arc quads. Lying on your back with a rolled towel under your knee, straighten the leg from a bent position until it's fully extended. Hold 2 seconds. Lower slowly. 10 repetitions. Straight leg raises. Lying on your back, tighten the quad of the operated leg, then lift the whole leg to about 45 degrees. Hold 2 seconds. Lower slowly. 10 repetitions. Phase 3 and 4 exercises, week 6 onwards, mini squats. Standing with both hands lightly on a chair back for support. Slowly bend both knees to about 30 degrees, then straighten. 10 repetitions. Step-ups. Using a low step, step up with the operated leg leading, then step down with the other leg leading. 5 to 10 repetitions. Terminal knee extensions with band. If you have a light resistance band, loop it around a door handle at knee height. Step back so it's taut behind your knee, and straighten the knee against the band's resistance. 10 to 15 repetitions. A few things that commonly catch people off guard and are worth knowing in advance. The clicking and clunking. Most people notice new sounds from their replaced knee. This is the implant, not a problem. It's normal and typically doesn't cause pain. The emotional difficulty. Recovery from major surgery is physically and emotionally demanding. It's extremely common to feel discouraged or low, particularly in weeks 2 to 4. This is a well-documented part of recovery, not a sign that something has gone wrong. The other knee. If both knees have arthritis, the operated knee's recovery period often makes the other knee more symptomatic because you're compensating. This is normal and usually resolves as the operated knee improves. The long tail. Most people feel dramatically better at 6 months than at 3. The recovery is a long arc, and progress in the later months is real and worth continuing to invest in. Knee replacement has genuinely transformed the quality of life for millions of people. But the surgery is only the beginning. The months of consistent patient rehabilitation that follow are what determine how well you ultimately function. If you're in the early stages and it feels harder than you expected, that's normal. If you're further along and wondering why you're still not where you thought you'd be patient. The knee continues to improve for a full year. Keep doing the exercises. Keep showing up for your physiotherapy. The effort compounds. If this video was helpful, please subscribe. I regularly share practical, evidence-based guidance on moving without pain and staying strong after 60. And if someone you know is preparing for or recovering from knee replacement, please share this with them. One important note before we finish. This video covers post-surgical recovery, and everyone's situation is different. The information here is for general educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Please speak with your surgeon, physiotherapist, or specialist before trying any of these exercises. Your surgical team's guidance takes precedence over everything in this video, and your individual recovery plan may differ significantly from what's described here. What helps most people may not be appropriate for you, and your healthcare team will always be the best guide for your individual circumstances. Until then, take it gently and move well.